DMS 1983. Amazing that so many are still ripping Card. The guy is playing his butt off on a bum ankle. 100%. I have no issue with Hudson Card. Hudson Card could start in 3/4 of the teams in college football. I mean, he could start for every team in the Big Ten West. The Big Ten West is a joke of quarterback playing. Hudson Card's played well, and I've seen improvement every week that he's played. So I have no issue with Hudson Card. My issue, especially last week, was the team playing around him.
I only seen Hudson Card hold the ball too long one time, and that's the sack he took out on the rollout. Just get rid of it. Sark emphasizes in his offense to not take sacks. Get rid of the ball or throw it. So I only seen him hold the ball too long once. And that's something he was known for. That's something I was dreading when Ewers went down. I was like, man, this guy just holds the ball way too long. It takes forever to make a decision. I was the most impressed that I was with Hudson Card in this game is the touchdown he had in the corner of the end zone to Xavier Worthy with a blitzer in his face, off his back foot, just let it rip, and that really impressed me.
Yeah, he didn't question himself, and he usually does that. He would usually take that split second too long, and that would have been he would have either thrown that and it would have landed in the dirt in front of Xavier Worthy, or he would have taken the sack. Whereas he knew the route, he trusted himself, and as soon as he was there, and as soon as he came out of his break, he let it go. It was beautiful. It was by far the best anticipation we've seen from Hudson Card. Lexus Jones, Card played amazing, but I can't wait to see what the offense looks like. Quinn Ewers, really the only difference at this point that I think Ewers provides is he's able to hit the deep ball. Yeah, that's literally it. Other than I think Quinn Ewers probably puts up better numbers in this game because he hits Worthy on that one. And then that's really the only throw of the game where I think Quinn Ewers makes over Hudson Card, in my opinion. So that's really all we're missing. And if Hudson Card gets that, then we start to really talk about do we have a QB controversy? Because Hudson Card is more mobile and he's starting to trust himself, as it seems like. So if he starts hitting the deep ball, it should get interesting. And I don't have an issue with that. If he starts hitting the deep ball and you want to debate and we're winning games, I don't really care who the quarterback is.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if there isn't one brewing already.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think what will do it is if Hudson Card comes out, plays great next week versus Oklahoma, wins that game, that's when it will start. I think and it won't even start then. I think then we'll actually have the decision. It'll be interesting. And like I said, if he's winning games at that point, I have no issue. Like I said, he wasn't the reason we lost the Texas Tech game. That was play calling, and the defense was abysmal in the second half.
Yeah, I agree. And Hudson Card's as that, athletic, we see him game after game after game, take off and gain that first down that on 3rd and long or 2nd long or something like that. He gets that element. I'm not saying Quinn can't, but Hudson is the more athletic quarterback.
Yeah. The issue I've always had with Hudson was the anticipation skills and then the footwork. The footwork has gotten much better. The anticipation skills have gotten better. They're not to where elite level status yet. And then obviously, like I said, the deep ball as well. But if the anticipation skills get a little bit better and he starts hitting deep balls, then I think there's really no reason to go back to Quinn, especially since he hasn't been getting that many reps either. Like you're going to have a week where Quinn Ewers comes back in his first game and he's going to struggle. That's going to happen because it's natural. He's only played a game in college football, 4 quarters total, and he hasn't been taking that many reps. So, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, for sure. You want to get into some of these stats?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Like I said earlier, Hudson Card, 21 of 27, 303 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Xavier Worthy had the 33-yard touchdown pass. Bijan Robinson finishes with 21 carries, 101 yards, and 1 touchdown. Roschon had 6 for 20. Xavier Worthy, 7 catches, 119, 2 touchdowns. Jatavion Sanders, 5 catches, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Whittington, 3 for 58, Bijan 2 for 34, and Keelan 3 for 26. 0 turnovers in the game, which is definitely something you want to see. But the only thing is, we didn't force any either.
Yeah, that we haven't really forced many turnovers the whole season. That's
Yeah.
one thing that we really need to get better at. I don't know if we're going to. It seems like ball hawking teams are one of those things where that's taught in the off season and you see it right away. I don't really see that coming on, to be honest with you. That's why I said I just want to be sound on defense. We don't have to be great on that side of the ball. If we're average, that's good enough with this type of offense, especially Sark called a really good game tonight. It was aggressive for the most part. It was also, I mean, you saw trick plays with Xavier Worthy pass. You got Jatavian Sanders. That's one thing I hit on when you went out for a little bit is Jatavian Sanders got way more involved tonight, and he needs to be way more involved going forward.
Yeah, I think that's some of the keys that we had for last week. You want to see, him and Keelan Robinson get more involved in the game. So
yeah, 100%. And we didn't really see much two back tonight, is what I noticed. Usually we've seen that. That was like a staple for the whole Texas Tech game. We saw that all the time, and even Alabama. So maybe he's going away from that. We also didn't see. This reminded me of the Wildcat. I don't think we saw that at all tonight. And he said in the press conference he wasn't going to go away from it. Well, he completely lied because he went as far away from it as he possibly could, which makes sense. I don't mind it sprinkled in, but you just have to call it out of different formations. You have to call different plays out of it. You were calling 2 plays, and you don't need to call it 15, 20 times a game. Use it 5 to 7 times. Use it in the red zone. Use a pass in the red zone if you can. Like, I think that'd be fine.
And I was happy with the amount of touches that Bijan got in the game. He had 23 total touches. 21 carries and 2 receptions. But, it's very important to get that guy 20 to 25 touches and, Roschon, spell him with Roschon or Keelan. And one of the plays that works so well is the ones out of that 2-gun, I call it 2-gun, that 2-back set is that wheel route.
Yes.
That works almost to perfection. I know Hudson missed one, but you see that time after time in the Texas Tech game, in the the Alabama game, in the UTSA game. It's there all day long.
Yeah, Hudson missed one early, and then Roschon overran one. That was more on Roschon on the second one. He stumbled there. He should have caught it. It could have been thrown better, but he should have caught it.